to my channel. This is your brother, ekfrimpongtheteacher, and this is KOKMinistries, Kingdom of Knowledge Ministries, and we are impacting generation. And I hope and believe that you'll be impacted as you follow our series and playlist on various topics. There are a lot of videos on the page. I will entreat you to go through them so that you'll be blessed, so that your eyes will be opened, so that you will get exposed to new and better knowledge that will help your life, or that will help you in making better decisions. This is your brother Ekfrimpong the teacher, and today on Single and Searching we are discussing exhibiting your qualities among friends. Exhibiting your qualities among friends and people you are comfortable with. It has become necessary that as we are singles and we are going out to search for a partner, we actually do not know where exactly we will meet that Mr. or Mrs. Right. We don't know where we will find that perfect gentleman or that lady that will perfectly suit us as partners, and therefore we must take our chances every minute, every second. Most singles think that there is a particular day that you have to dress in a certain way and step out there to meet a potential partner. They think that there is a particular point or there is a particular area that when they go, they pose or they present themselves as people or as someone looking for a partner. But it is not true and not always true. We must walk, speak, behave everywhere we go as someone who is actually searching for a partner. We are singles, and when we step out there, we must be known to be singles. Not only that, we must market ourselves, as I've always told you, that you are a product, and when you keep yourself indoor, exhibiting your qualities in your room, then no one will see your value so that he or she can purchase you. You must present yourself as someone who is searching. You must present yourself as someone who is single and searching. And today on Singles and Searching, we are encouraging you to exhibit your best qualities when outside. Whenever you step out, exhibit your best qualities. When you are boarding a trusky, a bus, exhibit your best quality. When you are invited to a party, exhibit your best quality. When you step into church or anywhere, exhibit your best quality. The truth is that you don't know who is watching. The truth is that you don't know who has picked you as a secret admirer and want to study you to a point before he or she comes forward to propose. You don't know who is watching. Therefore, it is important that you exhibit your best of qualities wherever you find yourself. As I said the other time, we must learn and study the qualities of a good woman or a woman who is a blessing to a man. As I told you, you learn Proverbs 31. I'll come and do an exhortation on Proverbs 31 to your benefit. Trust me, we must exhibit our best qualities when we step out. We are singles, we are searching. We don't have a tag, we don't have any dress color that shows that we are single, or we don't have any tag on our foreheads that shows that we are single. But when we step out there, when we are among friends, when we go to a new location, when we visit people, when we are in the church, when we are evangelizing, wherever we are, we must exhibit our best qualities. That is why I keep telling you that you must work on yourself. When you work on yourself and you work on your inner self, exhibiting the inner qualities, you will easily be picked by a potential partner. You must exhibit the inner qualities. I don't have a problem when we work on our outer qualities, when we work on our facials, and we work on our dressing, and we work on our shapes and how we walk and stuff. That is all good, but as I keep telling you, that will only attract a man. That will only attract someone into your life. But we need to work on the things that will keep the person in our life forever. And that is why I am encouraging you to work on your inner self. The definition of love that we learned from the Bible, which talks about patience, kindness, and the likes. I've told you to chew these things. Let it be part of your life. Keep them in mind. Work with them. Let it become part of your normal life. And as you work on your outer beauty, which I know most gentlemen and ladies know how to cut their hair, they know how to dress perfectly for the occasion, they know how to talk, they know how to present themselves. That alone will only attract a partner. It will attract a partner, but it will not keep a partner. That is why we have to work on our inner selves. And when we do that, we have both. We are good looking and we are good in ourselves. And people will like us. And we can attract and maintain a partner. We can attract people who are willing to marry. Today, on Singles and Searching, exhibit your qualities wherever you go. Don't be selective. Don't think there is a particular place where you want your potential partner to come from. Don't think that per your spec until you meet your spec before you exhibit your best quality. The truth is that your spec may be hiding in the crowd. The truth is that your spec or the person you are interested in may be taking information from your friends concerning who you are. Any serious guy, any gentleman or lady who is serious about dating and is serious and has purpose in his or her heart to marry that date will inquire from friends who he or she is. You don't know who that person will be talking to. Let's say if I'm interested in you, you don't know who I'll be asking about you. I may talk to someone in the neighborhood. I may talk to a friend who is closer to your family. I may talk to a friend who attends the same church with you. I may talk to someone who you may not be friends with. I may speak to someone who is at your workplace and knows you, because I want to know your real self. I don't want to know that aspect you keep showing to me, because have a special interest in you. Therefore, when you meet me, you may put up a certain behavior, but I want to unmask you and find out that are you truly the person I know you to be? And for me to be able to convince myself that whatever you are exhibiting in front of me, whatever I see in you is what you are, or what everyone is seeing you to be. Before we take the final step to marry, before we take the final step to propose, before we take the final step to appoint someone as a potential partner, we all do some form of research. We all do some form of field research. And as I have told you, because we are dating with the purpose to get married, we will ensure to the best of our analysis is of that quality. Yes, we will do our own verification to ensure that you are meant for me, to ensure that I'm not being deceived, to ensure that you are the right person. Therefore, we can't be selective where we exhibit our qualities. We cannot be selective where we exhibit our qualities. We must show our best qualities every time we step out there. I keep telling singles that if you want the best person to marry you, you must work on yourself to also become the best person for that partner. Don't expect the best in others whilst you yourself you exhibit the worst. No one is interested in someone who wants us to be perfect, but he himself do not work at himself to become perfect. Brothers and sisters, we have to step out there confidently. We have to take the best opportunities that presents itself. We must take advantage of the best opportunities out there. We can't just go out there behaving like we don't care. We can't go out there behaving like nothing is at stake. We can't go out there like there's nothing at stake. We can't live anyhow and expect to meet the best people. In fact, the way you present yourself, the way people know you to be is what it will attract. It will attract that kind of people to yourself. I know you have experiences, share them with us and let people get that understanding. If you are married and you are watching this and you have experiences, share them with us so that the single ones that are coming up will learn and take knowledge from your experience or your mistakes. I remember a story said by my presbyter who said that when he wanted to take a decision about a partner or the one he wants to marry, he picked 3 different girls in the same church. He picked 3 different girls to monitor them. After he had monitored them in the church and spoken to 1 or 2, 3 friends to find out how best they know those ladies, he decided to visit each of them in their houses. And to his utmost surprise, he entered the first lady's house and she was in a banter with the mother. She and the mother was exchanging words and she spoke unbelievably. The gentleman was so shocked that he said, wow, she was the first on my list and look at how she has behaved in her house. While she did not expect that I'll be paying her a visit in her own home, and then decided to rule her name out of the list. Now he went to the second lady's house and that was a disaster. The second lady house was perfect. She spoke well with everyone, but the second lady decided to complain about what is happening in her house to the gentleman, and the lady even called her father a thief and said so much disrespectful things about the father, because the father was a pauper and the father will pick money from their table or from their bags. And this girl said so many things about the father that was so disappointing. The gentleman went out thinking, why is it that all these people are failing on my list? This lady's house was perfect. Her utterances, the things she said concerning her family, she didn't know that the gentleman had picked her to be his potential future wife. Therefore, the gentleman ruled her out. The third lady the gentleman visited, she was okay, everything was fine, but she was dressed in a certain way that exposes a lot of her body. The gentleman told her in counseling that, you see, you are at liberty to dress anyhow, but what are you teaching the younger children in this house who are looking up to you? And she said, what do I care? They are not my children. If they look at my dress and they copy me, how does it affect me? The gentleman said, he's not only looking for a wife, but he's also looking for a mother for his children. And for what the lady said, and she not understanding that she is a role model to the younger ones in the house and in the neighborhood, he thinks the lady doesn't qualify to be his wife. I've told you a story of a gentleman who disqualified 3 ladies who never knew they were on his list, and he was marking them to see whether they qualify to be a potential wife. The truth is that as you walk out there, as you walk within the neighborhood, as you walk in the office, as you go to church and come back home, as you walk among friends, the things they say about you is what they tell people who inquire of you. And therefore, you have to restructure yourself. You have to redesign how you operate outside your comfort zone, or how you operate within your comfort zone, how you operate when no one is watching. The truth is that you don't know who is actually watching. And brothers and sisters, we are singles and we are searching. And today the advice is that we should put on our best qualities wherever we go, because we don't know who our potential future partner is talking to. We don't know who has added us to his or her list. We don't know who is assessing whether we qualify to be their potential partner. I'm very happy to have met you. I'm very happy you spend this time with me, and I entreat you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so that you can be following and learning as I upload these videos every week. It is to my credit and your credit as we grow the KOK Ministries together. I hope I've been a blessing to you. Share the video to someone who actually needs it. Share it among your single friends, and let's get talking. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let's keep on updating each other. Ask me the questions. Ask me topics you want me to tackle. I'm very happy we have spent this day and this time together. See you again, same time next week. Ciao.